we dance. Things to see.
And things to do.
Story. Fun. Boys. All sorts of things of interest. And fun for girls and boys.
Now what are those funny company kids up to? Got to find out.
Now I want you to take good care of my little Juniper.
Yes, ma'am, Mrs. Snodgrass.
The Funny Company Day Camp for busy children will keep them smiling.
We big fellows here to keep children out of trouble.
That'll be 7 cents.
Juniper! Juniper!
Oh, boy, what can I tear apart first?
Ah, my dear children, I want to enroll in your Funny Company Day Camp.
But you're a grown-up.
I demand my rights. You can't exclude adults.
Well, we can use the money.
Sold. 7 cents, Laguna.
And when we get $1, we're going to give it to the charity drive.
Oh, my money going to good purposes? I hope the forces of evil don't hear about this.
Right this way, Mr. Laguna.
Ooh, that Juniper Snodgrass is a wild one.
You know, really, I'm spying how they run day camp. Then I can open one next door to teach kids bad things like how to cheat on tests and tell lies.
Here are some crayons and glue and things for our handcraft projects.
And here are the milk cartons you asked for, Polly.
Really? You don't say. Oh, you do say. Well, I ask. What children do with milk cartons, Polly?
Oh, there are all kinds of things boys and girls can make out of milk cartons. Well, like a periscope.
Oh, a periscope. So you can look around corners to see who's sneaking up on you.
First, and very carefully, you cut the top off of 2 milk cartons.
That'd be hard for me to do. I'll ask my mom or dad to cut it.
Well, that's the safer way, Mary.
Well, then, on one side, toward the closed end of each milk carton, you cut a flap like this. Cut the sides and across the middle. Make it a flap that's longer than it is wide.
Okay, what next?
Then you stick a mirror on a piece of cardboard that's the same width as the milk carton. You do this twice. 2 mirrors, 2 cardboards, and you slip this into the slot in the milk carton made by that flap.
Oh, I see.
Next, you put the 2 open ends of the milk carton together and tape them or stick them together somehow so that the mirror holes are on opposite sides. The mirrors inside on each end should be fixed so they work with each other to see around corners.
How about that?
Oh, that's fun.
What else can you make with paper milk cartons?
Why, with the bottom from a big milk carton and the top part from a smaller one, you can make a bird feeder.
Yes, and you can make a little birdhouse, too.
Oh, isn't that sweet?
And cut in half, the bottoms could be used for hobby trays, for coins or butterflies or rocks you collect. And with the pointy top milk cartons, you can slice them long ways and make a sailboat.
Oh, for the bathtub.
All those things you can do with milk cartons. Huh.
Hey, you kid, give me scissors and glue.
No, I want it. I got it first.
You rotten kids.
Looks like our biggest baby is Belly Laguna.
Oh, shut up.
I'll get you,
That's one more thing you can do with milk cartons.
You know, this Juniper is a ratty kid after my own heart.
And now it's time to go. We hope you liked our show. And we'll be back as quick as 1, 2, 3. And when we meet again, we hope you'll be here then. 'Cause we have a company that you can join for free. And kids in every neighborhood belong. It's the Funny Company, 'cause it's just for fun, you see. So come a-running when you hear our song. Come to order, says the president. And when the Funny Company meets, here's just what we present. Things to see.
And things to do.
Stories. Fun. Boys. All sorts of things of interest. And fun for girls and boys.
Sorry you're feeling so blue, Violet.
I wanted to go with the rest of the gang. It's enough to make anyone shrink.
Somebody has to stay here and answer the phone. Besides, Buzzer thinks
Violet, where are you?
In this bottle, you little brat.
Help! Let me out! Help!
And now I tie you up, and by the time you get out of this, I'll be meeting a boat off Someday Isle. We're going to teach this little shrinker to be a spy.
Get your hot chocolate here. Hot chocolate for the cold fishermen. Gee, so far the funny company has made 45 cents.
Oh, I say, the funny company. What brings you here?
Hi, Mr. Driftwood.
We're here to sell homemade hot chocolate and things to the fishermen.
How nice. I just brought a load of my beachcombings into the shops here.
Still living on the shore?
No, I've moved over to Someday Isle. There, out there. I sail back and forth to the mainland.
I wish I could be a sailor, but I'm a girl.
Why, girls can be good sailors, too. Oh, good heavens. My friends Gail and Lynn proved that. They're twins, 9.5 years old. And do you know, they started sailing a few years ago.
Hey, what do they got there?
Well, the cushions on this boat on which they sit are also life preservers.
Safety is very important in sailing.
They learned, of course, on a boat called a snowbird. You see, that is a class of sailing boat.
Oh, I get it.
Yes, it's 12 feet long, has only one sail, and in this case, the hull is made of fiberglass. Their snowbird is called the Galen.
Oh, I get it. For Gail and Lynn.
Right. Well, the girls have taken turns as to who is captain and who is crew. And today, they're in a race.
Oh, boy, a race.
As you can see, the official boat points to the start.
Oh, golly. I hope they win.
So do I.
Well, the girls jock it into the position for the start. The starting gun goes off from the judge's boat, and, oh, my heavens, the race is on.
I'd like to try that.
Come on, Gail.
Looks like a lot of fun.
The girls have one or two close calls, near collisions with other boats in the flight of the snowbirds, but actually everything came out all right. It's such fun racing and learning to sail. But mostly remember this, that girls can be very good sailors, too.
You hear that, girl?
That's good to know. Did they win?
Well, in one race they won, and the other one they didn't. But the challenge is in doing the sailing.
Well, that sure would be fun.
If I can just get there. Buzzer Bell, this is Jasper Park calling Buzzer Bell.
Hey, our two-way Jasper radio. Come in, this is Buzzer Bell.
Billy Laguna has kidnapped Violet. He has her in a bottle, and he's headed for Someday Isle.
Ha-ha, my little pigeon. You are about to go for a boat ride.
We read you, Jasper. Right now we can see that no-good Billy Laguna. Come on, gang.
Oh, those blasted brats.
Stop!
Oh,
Throw something at him.
come on, you pot-pot. Start to pot-pot.
Oh! Ooh!
Oh, I'm all wet.
Buzzer, help me. There's Violet in that bottle.
Quick, this net. There.
Boy, Mary, you may not be a sailor girl yet, but you're sure a great anchor man. Oh.
Please, I haven't known you that long.
And now it's time to go. We hope you liked our show. And we'll be back as quick as 1, 2, 3. And when we meet again, we hope you'll be here then. 'Cause now you're in the funny company. We have a company that you can join for free. And kids in every neighborhood belong. It's the funny company, 'cause it's just for fun, you see. So come a-running when you hear our song. Come to order, says our president. And when the funny company meets, here's just what we present. Things to see,
And things to do.
stories, toys, all sorts of things of interest, and fun for girls and boys.
The Funny Company gang has been working hard, and today they're taking a group of children to an amusement park outing, and they decided to join the fun themselves.
Oh, this is the most fun. And I think the children are enjoying it, too.
Phooey, all that sweetness and life. Come and get it, kiddies. Poison gas balloons. Arsenic-flavored cotton candy.
Step right up, see the unbelievable. You won't believe your eyes.
Now I have fun. see that sideshow called How Can You Believe It? I snitch that little trinker Violet and sell her to that loudmouth for a show.
Let's go on a ride. How about the Ferris wheel? Let's go on the roller coaster.
That'd be interesting.
Interesting. It's fun to everybody else, but interesting to you, Jasper. How come?
Well, the roller coaster is a very interesting phenomenon.
Ooh, phenomenon. Oh, I'm so nervous. I can't even shake.
Come on, let's get in before we lose our places.
It's quite an invention.
Some people can't even leave their work at home.
You know, the roller coaster started in industry.
Oh, you mean people at factories used to ride them?
Hardly. The roller coaster idea came from the conveyor belt.
The conveyor belt?
Yes, the moving belt or chain link system like this. It conveyed manufactured products from one place to another in a factory. For instance, in an assembly line.
How about that?
Oh, boy.
The roller coaster power system pulls the train of cars up to the top of any incline, and then... I was gonna say, gravity takes over. Wow.
Say that again.
That certainly is interesting.
The roller coaster started in a factory.
What I want to know is when this roller coaster will end.
Well, sit down. The signs all over say sit down.
Yeah, you'll get your head knocked off.
I think it came off naturally at that last turn.
It's very interesting, but I'd rather watch it from the ground.
Boy, that was a roller coaster to end all.
You want to go where? Oh, Tunnel of Terror.
And when they get in the dark, I snitch that Violet in this burlap bag. Terribly sorry.
Oh, that's all right.
Yikes, look at that. Keep smiling. I am, but...
I got you now.
Sound like Belly Laguna to me, too. Me get him.
It's time to retreat. Take a nice scenic ride on roller coaster.
Look, him get on roller coaster. Why catch him? Wait here. Roller coaster come back to same place.
Oh, look, he's being naughty. He should mind those signs.
Yeah, remember how the signs read, whether you be man or pup, whatever you do,
I escaped those kids.
don't stand up.
Oh, well, maybe I can catch next train now. Dr. Todd Goodhart, you are my slave. I'm practicing how to hypnotize that Dr. Inventor. Make him invent for the forces of evil. Sleep. I hypnotize you to sleep.
Let's see. This spot here is just the place for this piece of linoleum.
Oh, we'll have the Weisenheimer good as new, Violet.
I didn't mean to break it. I was sweeping and the broom hit it. What will Jasper say?
He'll say, who's been breaking up the Weisenheimer?
Dr. Todd is breaking me up. He's tickling me.
Well, I'm glad to hear you found your voice again.
Can we see if it works, Dr. Todd?
Certainly.
Yeah, let's. In school, in our nature class, we're learning about snakes.
Snakes, you say? Snakes it is.
Oh, I'm afraid. Will you hold my hand?
Oh, don't be afraid, honey. It's just a picture.
And while you're doing that, I'm going to glue this linoleum down here near the door.
Well, anyhow, snakes are very interesting. For instance, the harmless hog-nosed snake of the United States is a big bluffer. Look at that neck, spread out like the poisonous cobra's hood. Now comes the biggest fake of all. Disturb him, and he'll pretend to be dead. Turned over, he plays dead again. Snakes come in all shapes and colors. Here's one that looks to me more like a worm or a legless centipede. But it's a snake, all right. A true snake called the blind snake from Trinidad. He's harmless and sightless and burrows into the ground to make his home. Don't think that all snakes are small, though. This reticulated python of southeastern Asia is 20 feet long, and they grow up to 30 feet. Snakes can be pretty, too. For instance, the emerald tree boa of the American tropics. And some are dangerous, like the timber rattlesnake. Let's look more closely at this venomous snake. A snake's tongue is harmless. It's only used to explore the world around him. A rattlesnake has movable fangs in its upper jaw. They're actually long, hollow teeth that function like a hypodermic needle. They're connected to the poison glands in the head. The poison, or as it's called venom, can be expelled by careful pressure. Many kinds of snake venom are now used to make antivenoms for protection against bites.
Ooh!
The timber rattlesnake projects its fangs forward when it attacks. The Indian cobra's fangs, on the other hand, are immovable and permanently erect. And the snake has to rear up for its comparatively slow biting lunge. It isn't as effective as a rattlesnake.
Well, let's not excite him anymore.
Eisenheimer, over and out.
Ha ha! Watch me get that Dr. Todd in my power. Oh, my goodness, Violet, what are you doing?
I'm not afraid of snakes anymore. I'm going to be a snake charmer.
With a flute?
In India, they use flutes to hypnotize snakes.
I wish I could hypnotize this linoleum on the floor. Oh, is this glue sticky?
Dr. Todd, you are very sleepy. You are in my power. Look! Look deep in my eyes.
Look, he's stuck on the linoleum glue.
Oh, you brats, get me off of here.
Violet, there, go practice your snake charming.
Look at him weave around.
He's hypnotized. Don't you hate to see a grown villain cry?
And now it's time to go. We hope you liked our show. And we'll be back as quick as 1, 2, 3. And when we meet again, we hope you'll be here then. 'Cause now you're in the funny company. We have a company that you can join for free. And kids in every neighborhood belong. It's the funny company, 'cause it's just for fun, you see. So come a-running when you hear our song. Come to order, says the president. And when the funny company meets, here's just what we present. Things to see,
And things to do.
stories, toys, all sorts of things of interest. And fun for girls and boys.
Now these funny company brats have a backyard circus. Wouldn't you think they could use me for something? Well, if I can't join them, I beat them. Get inside barrel, walk it over to the ticket stand, steal their money.
How's it going, Mary? We sold only 12 tickets, Buzzer, and those are mostly to our own families. Gosh, we've got some wonderful acts. Broken Feather and Super Chief are terrific.
First, him do easy shot. See that arrow? Now what? Him say, wait till you see encore.
And Jasper has a great magic act.
Sim-salabim, and the handkerchief rises.
When Shrinking Violet helps. And Terry is doing his part.
No! Let me out of here. Let me out.
He makes a good wild animal. What we need is some excitement, some noise. We ought to have a band, a circus band. Yeah, but how? We haven't any instruments.
Oh, my, that's not that much of a drawback.
You mean we should be like that boy you told us about, that Peter Pepper?
Right you are.
Why not?
Peter Pepper was a boy who had a marching band. Their instruments were pots and pans and anything at hand. And though you say their music was quite bad, if you would hear it, they made up for the sour notes by playing them with spirit. Peter Pepper's pots and pans band. Peter Pepper's pots and pans band. crazy blue. When Peter Pepper leads his band of sailors, never fear it. The pots and pans have been replaced until they play with Peter Pepper's pots and pans.
That's great. Let's us have a band. Broken Feather, Super Chief Jasper.
Just a little closer, and I stick my hand out little hole, and that 36 cents is mine. I wonder if I can make more going straight. Nah, I don't think so.
Okay, everybody got everything?
Right, I got mine.
Already.
Hey, okay.
Me too.
And here's the bass drum.
The Funny Company Circus March. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Oh, boy, one more time. If I can't join them, they beat me even.
And now it's time to go. We hope you liked our show. And we'll be back as quick as 1, 2, 3. And when we meet again, we hope you'll be here then. 'Cause now you're in the Funny Company. We have a company that you can join for free. And kids in every neighborhood belong. It's the Funny Company, 'cause it's just for fun, you see. So come a-running when you hear our song.
Come to order,
Says our president. And when the Funny Company meets, here's just what we present.
Things to see.
There's things to do.
Stories. Toys.
All sorts of things of interest and fun for girls and boys.
Gee, isn't this great? We get the job to mow the lawn.
And trim hedges.
And paint nice, straight white boundary stripes on a tennis court.
For the Joint A Applesauce charity tennis match. They told me Mr. Applesauce's regular caretaker had to leave very suddenly.
Just think, you guys. This'll be Cheese Lasagna's biggest heist. Huh, Cheese?
Yeah, all them rich society people coming to Applesauce Acres for the tennis match.
Yeah, that we can steal their money, their jewels, and their stocks and bonds.
Stocks and bonds, you no good nutsy.
Yeah, that's me, Nutsy Fagan.
Hey, do you suppose we ought to loosen the ropes and the gag on Applesauce's caretaker?
Nah, let him suffer. Pick up your cards.
Hey, a tennis ball.
Yeah, and
Ooh, another one. Gee, they bounce.
they ought to. They're sometimes made under pressure, so the air in them is compressed. It's interesting how a tennis ball is made.
Oh, I'm sure it is, Jasper.
First, the special rubber they're made from is needed.
Well, if they're made from it, of course you need it.
Not N-E-E-D, it's K-N-E-A-D, as you knead dough.
Oh, I need that, too.
Harry.
Then, the rubber is extruded, like toothpaste coming out of a tube.
Hey, I'll try that on my mom. Extrude me some toothpaste, please.
And it's cut in little chunks. And they put those in molds, like little muffin tins. And they press the molds, and out come little half spheres. Hemispheres.
Oh, half tennis balls.
Half is better than nothing.
These are stored. Then the halves are put in other molds, and the molds are put together facing each other. Half the ball in each side. Then, as I said, they're put in a pressure tank. And inside, the molds are forced together and the halves join each other under pressure. So when they come out in the atmosphere, the pressure inside the balls is greater than the outside.
Oh.
Then the seams are trimmed. Next, the ball is smoothed. And next, the ball's felt cover is put on. The cover is cut out and glued on, and that seam is smoothed out. And then they're bounce tested and sorted.
Oh, ba-dunk, ka-dunk, ba-dunk, ka-dunk.
Gee, make a tennis ball?
They're coming from up there.
Let's go, gang.
Gee, just think. We steal the money from the tennis crowd this afternoon, and tonight we're rolling in clover.
What a racket!
Yeah.
This is a pretty good racket, too.
Get 'em, gang.
He got away. But the funny company foiled the plot. Let me untie you, you poor man.
Well, I gotta get back to the striping.
Everybody, this is the regular caretaker.
I just wanted to thank you.
What's the matter?
Oh,
Oh, you mean a stripe? Well, I think it's very good. It's very white. You just keep the ball inside the stripe. So it's a little crooked. I mean, what's the difference?
Don't cry, sir. The funny company will help you, sir. And now it's time to go. We hope you liked our show. And we'll be back as quick as 1, 2, 3. And when we meet again, we hope you'll be here then.